ground. This is Isaiah Crowell. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run with Crowell, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Yeah, that'll be accepted. Intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that'll set him back 5. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Taking on the midfield logo. And now running right through it. A good return there, 17 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31. Worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders, all of them became starters for them when you think about it. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Jabril Peppers at defensive back, and David Njoku at tight end. All of them contributed. It looked like they were making progress. They've just simply forgotten how to win as an organization, a franchise, as a team. That's the number one thing. Get a win. Get 2 wins, and maybe they can start to turn this thing around.
They'll throw here. Kaiser into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. It certainly was a disappointing end to the season for Baltimore as their offense comes back onto the field. But everyone remembers Cincinnati knocking them out of the playoffs on that Andy Dalton to Tyler Boyd play. They finished 9-7. The interesting thing was they had a plus 92 points differential, which was 4th best in the AFC.
So that tells me, and we saw it throughout the season, they were back to playing Baltimore Ravens defense. And that really helped their offense out in a big way. I think they still need help at the skill positions. They've got to upgrade at wide receiver. Alex Collins stepped in and played well at running back, but he needs some help as well. And, of course, Joe Flacco's going to have to continue to get better at his position. They've got to score more points and help out that defense that played so well in 2017.
There's a 1st down run with Collins. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco escaping the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Second down, here's Crowell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
That's right. Ohio. Here we go.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They begin the drive with Woodhead. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And Watson has it right side. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's Woodhead, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Flacco now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. To go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Okay, we got a second. So Super Bowl talk. I need your score, the final score, and your MVP between the Eagles and the Patriots.
Wow, putting me on the spot here early.
You better believe it.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with 35-34 final.
Okay.
Fly, Eagles, fly in an upset. They get it done. And my MVP, Jay Ajayi.
Jay Ajayi, big game for him on the ground?
Big game for him on the ground, and he'll actually catch a swing pass and take it about 70 as well.
Is that going to be for the game winner? That's a really bold call.
He's going to get that one done early. The game winner will be a missed field goal by Steven Gostkowski of the Patriots, trying to win it for them on the last drive by Brady.
There you go. You heard it here first. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. On the run, it's Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, they snap it to Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Passing play, Flacco, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do snap it. Flacco now. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it again with Crowell. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Eluding into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Oh, now he bowls him over. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Kaiser. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long. But maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Got it. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a corner.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Flacco from midfield. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Flacco, flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. They begin with a run by Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bithema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. On third down, Kaiser forced out to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 51 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down, Collins. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Looking for 2 yards here on third down. Flacco. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now it's Crowell running right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, that's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Here we go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
The slot man in motion right.
Back round. Ohio.
Kaiser to throw for it on fourth. Now he's flushed out left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Running left is Crowell. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.